Hello dear students. So today I am going to explain you a chapter from the book Footprints Without Feet. Okay, and the name of the chapter is Footprints Without Feet. Okay, so this is written by H.G. Wells. So before coming to the chapter, first let me give you a brief idea about the writer, the author. So H.G. Wells, Herbert George Wells, was an English writer, prolific in many genres. He wrote dozens of novels, short stories, and works of social commentary, history, satire, biography, and autobiography. His work also included 2 books on recreational war games. Okay, so this is about the writer, okay, H.G. Wells. Okay, so as the name itself resembles, footprints without feet means there are footprints without feet, means there is something related to invisibility. Okay, so there are footprints but there are no feet, means it relates to invisibility. So basically this is about this is a story, very interesting story. So this is about a scientist, okay, so who discovered some medicine, who invented some medicine, okay, who invented some medicine and which made him invisible. Okay, so it is a great achievement which made him invisible, and how he misuses his power. Okay, so how a person could misuse his own powers. Okay, so we will get it in the chapter. So here you see here some few lines are written in your book. Can a man become invisible? This is the story of a scientist who discovers how to make himself invisible. Does he use or misuse his discovery? So in this chapter we will come to know so whether the scientist used his discovery properly or not, whether he used it or he misused it, okay, for his own luxurious life, to feed himself. Okay, so how he used his discovery, so we will know it in this chapter. So you see here I'm going through the summary of the chapter. So this is quite an interesting story about a scientist named Griffin. So you need to remember the name of the scientist, that is Griffin. He had been finding ways that could make a man invisible, means he is going on with researches and researchers, discoveries and discoveries in order to find out the medicine which can make a man invisible. Okay, so he got success in his experiment and developed a formula with which he can become invisible, but can be touched and felt physically. Okay, so he finally got success in making a formula which can make a person invisible, but he can be touched and can be felt physically, means his presence could be felt, but he is invisible. So Griffin gulped the drug and became invisible. Okay, so he gulped some amount of his drug which made him invisible. He accidentally stepped in mud and was first seen by 2 young men who followed his footprints till it becomes faint. Okay, so when he was first noticed by 2 boys who were playing in mud. So in mud they could see the footprints, but they could not see anyone walking on the mud. Okay, so they could see the footprints. So at that moment, that was the first time someone could see that there are footprints but there is no one, means someone is invisible who is walking on the mud. So the boys followed the person. Okay, the boys followed follow the footprints unless it become fainter. Fainter means invisible. Okay, so when Griffin when he was walking, he went out of the mud, so his footprints became fainter, means it is invisible. He was walking on roads and was feeling cold, so he enters a shopping center to feel warm. Now he was walking on the road, and at that time it was winter, so he was feeling cold. Now he wants some clothes, so he went into a shopping center to make himself warm. After the stores shut down, he chooses to wear some comfortable garments and eat something. So when the shopping mall was shut down, when it was closed, then what he decided to wear some clothes, and in order to feed himself, he decided to eat something. Okay, so he initially unpacks a couple of garments and wears them, okay, without anyone's knowledge. So when the store is closed, okay, at that time he unpacked some garments from the store, and he put on the garments in order to save himself from the cold. At that point, from the kitchen of a cafe, he eats cold meat and some espresso. Okay, so again, in order to feed himself, in order to keep himself safe from cold, and in order to be not to be an empty stomach, okay, because he was hungry, so he at that moment, from a cafe, he ate some cold meat and some espresso in order to feed himself. Later he decided to sleep on a heap of kilts in a store. Okay, so now he need to sleep. So where he will sleep? Okay, so as he is invisible, no one could see him, so he decided to sleep on a heap of kilts in a store, because all the stores are closed at that time. The next morning, before he wakes up, some store associates had started following him. He removed all the clothes instantly and became invisible once again. Okay, so when he put on the clothes, so he became visible. Okay, because when an invisible person, he put on the clothes, so his features are visible. So means in the next morning, okay, in the next morning, some workers of the store, they came and they saw Griffin sleeping there in the store. So when they tried to catch him, what Griffin did, he put off his garments. So when he put off his garments, again he became invisible. So now he is wandering without clothes in chilly winters of London. So it is very hard for him to survive, because it is very chilly winters in London. Okay, so and without clothes, it is hardly impossible. So he is roaming here and there, being invisible, okay, and without clothes. He then decides to take clothes from a theatre company, as he was sure he will get something there to cover his face too. Okay, so as soon as he wear clothes, his physical appearance could be seen, his body, his hands, his legs could be seen, but now he needs something to cover up his face also. Okay, so he decided to take the garments from a theatre so that he could cover his face also. So he has stolen dull glasses, bogus nose, and a hat, and some bandages for covering his face. So he put an artificial nose, okay, he put on a hat, he put on glasses, dull glasses, and he wrapped some bandages around his face in order to be safe from the cold, and so that his face could be visible. Okay, so then he goes to a shopkeeper's place and stole all his money. Okay, so now he need money to survive. Okay, so that's why he again robbed money from the shopkeeper, from a store. He robbed some money. Soon he realizes London is quite a busy place to live like this. So he thought of moving to the Epping village. Okay, now at that time he is finding difficulty in living in London. It becomes hard for him to live and survive in London, okay, in the streets of London, because for covering himself he don't have any garments, okay, and it is full of people, it is very crowded, so anyone could catch him at any moment. Okay, so that's why it is very difficult for him to eat, difficult for him to sleep, difficult for him to put on garments and dresses. Okay, so that's why he decided to move on a village. The name of the village is Epping village. Okay, so he booked 2 rooms in a hotel in the village and reached there. It is quite unusual for the villagers that an outsider with such a peculiar appearance has come to stay at a hotel throughout winter. So at that time, normally no one comes to visit hotels or inns. Okay, so the villagers are quite shocked. Even the owner of the hotel, they are also very shocked, and even they asked Griffin about his stay. So what he said, in reply he said that he had some personal work to do and he want to live in isolation, means he want to live alone, means away from the crowded place. So that's why he chose the village Epping to live and to means to live alone in peace. Okay, that's why he replied. So again, his look. So the villagers as well as the owner of the hotel, they were also very confused about his look. Okay, so because he had bandage all around his face and he had some means what to say, unusual nose, unusual specs, dull glasses. Okay, and he put on a hat during winters. So what he replied, that he met with an accident, that's why he covered his face with bandages. Okay, so this was his reply to the owner of the hotel. Okay, so it is a very unusual time to visit to a hotel at that moment, but what is the need of Griffin? He wants a place to live in peace. Okay, so that's why he went there in Epping, because it's hard for him to survive in London. Okay, so because now he is becoming a criminal. Okay, because he is misusing his power. He is stealing money, he is stealing clothes, even he is stealing food also. Okay, so it's hard for him to survive in London. Okay, then after some time his money exhausted. So all the money he stole from the shopkeepers, it's all exhausted, means it all finished up. So and he started stealing from people. Now his next desire, now how he will survive? Now he started stealing from people. As he is invisible, then it is very easy for him to steal from the people. Okay, so he started stealing from the people. Furthermore, he hit the owner and his wife when they attempt to check his room in his absence. Okay, so as the owner of the house, the lady and the old man, okay, so when they found some mischievous things happening in the room where Griffin stays, okay, because they could hear some voices, some noises from that room. So not voices exactly, some noises, okay, from that room. So when they entered and they found him unusual, okay, so out of suspicion they went to his room and they checked the room in order to check the room. So what Griffin did, he was present at that time in the room, but they could not see him. Okay, the owners could not see him. So that's why in order to escape, what Griffin did, Griffin hit both the owners. Okay, as they cannot see anyone, the owners thought there were spirits in the inn and that unusual guest is responsible for it. So as they could not see Griffin, so what they thought, the owner thought that there were spirits in his room, and for all this happening, Griffin is their guest. Okay, he is responsible for all these unusual things happening in the inn. So at that point, the town constable is requested to inquire in regard to what his identity is and what he did to her furnishings. Okay, so when they reported to the police, the constable of that area, so in order to investigate about the matter, so who is that unusual person, who is that outsider who came to the village, and why his appearance is so different, and what is happening inside the room. So when the constable get into the room in order to check, okay, so he found all the furnitures in that room, they were destroyed, they were all messy, the room is all messy. Okay, this made him annoyed and decides to show his identity as a headless man. So what happened, looking at when Griffin found that the police has been informed about him, okay, so this made him very angry. Okay, so he's very annoyed, means he gets quickly annoyed. Okay, so there is an incident, it is in a book, I missed out this, there is an incident in your book when at the very beginning, so it shows his character when there is a mess in London, when Griffin was there in London. So at that time when he was not invisible, at that time when there is a mess between him and the owner of the house where he lived previously. So what he did, out of anger, he burned the house. Okay, he burned the house. When he left the owner's house, he burned the house. Okay, so he gets so much annoyed quickly. Okay, this is one of his character. So now when he is very angry, when he found that the owners, they reached to the police in order to complain about him and to investigate his room. So what he did, he showed that he is a headless person. He want to scare them. Okay, so what he did, he took off his hat, he removed his bandage. So what the people around him could see, they could see a person standing before them with grass in all his body except his head. Okay, so there is nothing on his head. It is a headless person. Okay, they cannot catch hold of Griffin as he takes off all his garments and become invisible. So again, it is impossible for the constable and the police and the owners or the villagers to catch Griffin. Why? Because one by one he took off his clothes. Okay, one by one he took off his clothes and he again become invisible. Okay, so it is he again escaped from the catch of the constable, catch of the police. So like he escaped from London. So now how his life is, like he need to steal for food, he need to steal for shelter, he need to steal for clothing. Okay, so his life becomes like everything he need to steal. Okay, because he is invisible and he is misusing his power. Okay, and the discovery, that it is a great discovery of science to become invisible. Okay, but in this particular story, a person, a great scientist like Griffin, he is misusing his power, okay, to live a luxurious life or to satisfy his needs. So what will be the conclusion of the chapter? The story tells us that the human nature of misusing their own discoveries. Okay, the story tells us about the human nature, that whenever a person have some discoveries or something of his own, so how a person could misuse his discoveries, a person could misuse his own powers. So in other way, we can say that we should not be greedy. If we have such kind of power, we must use it for good of others. Okay, so that we could do some help of others. So instead of stealing, instead of misusing his power, he could have helped others. Okay, so by being invisible, he could have helped others. Okay, so I think the chapter is clear to you. So when you will go through the chapter, if you find any kind of difficulty, you can contact me. So let me give you some important things, like some important words are there, like suppose imprints, faint, bewildered, flawless. So there are some important words in the chapter. Okay, so you can find the meanings out there, it is given also, so you can understand it by reading the chapter. And if you find any kind of difficulty, okay, you please contact me. Thank you.